Hi. So we've talked about what happens in free fall when things are falling, when they're falling down. But the question is now, what happens with rising objects? What happens when you throw a ball up in the air? What's the physics behind that? Well, when you throw an object up in the air, your gravity is still working downward. So it actually causes it to slow down, doesn't it? Obviously, or else it would just keep going and going and going. So what happens is, if I throw it up with a velocity of 30 meters per second, after 1 second, that speed, that velocity is down to 20 meters per second. After 2 seconds, it's down to 10 meters per second. And here's the thing I've always found fascinating. At 3 seconds, it has a velocity of 0. Isn't that interesting? It has no velocity at all. And then it starts coming down. At 4 seconds, it has a velocity 10 more than 3 seconds, so it's got 10 meters per second. 5 is 20, 6 is 30, and 7 is 40. And isn't it interesting that at 2 seconds and 4 seconds, it has the same velocity? It has the same speed, but it has different directions, so it has different velocity. Isn't that interesting? I thought that was kind of interesting. That's an object going up. Upward motion, acceleration down. Acceleration is down. Acceleration due to gravity always pulls towards the earth, so the ball is slowing down. Whereas with downward motion, acceleration is down, so the ball is actually speeding up. So it actually goes slower when it leaves your hand or the bat or whatever, and it reaches the peak, and then it comes down, and as it comes down, it goes faster and faster and faster. Instantaneous speed is the same at 2 seconds. In our example, it was at 1 and 5, at 0 and 6, at 2 and 4. The speed is exactly the same, but they're going in different directions. For 1, 2, and 0, it's going up, and for 4, 5, and 6, it's coming down. So, same speed, but different velocity because it's moving in a different direction. And that's what happens when you throw a ball up. Gravity still acts on it all the time. Part of the time it slows it down, the other part of the time it speeds it up.